So today, first off, my name is Sydney Marsh, and I am going to be doing a book talk today for y'all. And my book is Have Fun, Molly Lou Melon. The author is Patti LaBelle, and then the illustrator is David Catrow. And this is a fiction picture book for children. So what happens in the story is Molly Lou Melon's grandmother taught her how to always be happy with herself and what she has, no matter what the circumstances are. And her grandmother explained to her that when she was growing up, she wasn't like Molly Lou Melon, and she had all these store-bought toys. What she had to do was she had to go out in her yard and be creative and use like twigs and flowers and things like that in order to create dolls and stuff that she was playing with. So what happened was Molly Lou Melon was like, I think I can do this. So she used her toys and things from outside to create this huge, gigantic race car. And so what she did was she acted like she had the best and fastest and all kinds of stuff. And the illustrations of this book, I would say, are very, to me, they're a little realistic, but they're also, cartoonish. So, they're realistic just because, there's a house, and there's basketball, and it's nothing, too out there, out of the box kind of thing. But at the same time, it does remind me of, cartoon-type things, just because, for this person, for instance, his head is, really, really small, but his eyes are really, really big. And that just reminds me of cartoons, and these don't really happen, but they do happen in cartoons. And so, therefore, I just think they are realistic and cartoon. Because, here, there's her big eyes and glasses, and things like that. So that's just why I think that's the way the illustrations are. What I would use this for in a classroom would definitely be an English subject. So what I would do is I would first tell my kids, I would get to the point and I would be reading and I would explain to them what happens, and then before I finish the book and get to where Molly Lou starts creating her object out of her toys, I'd make them have predictions of what she's going to create with her other toys. Another thing that I can do with this is have a writing prompt kind of thing, and have them use descriptive words and use their word choices and alliteration and things like that, just to have them write about something that they can create out of their own toys and come up with something very imaginable and things like that helps with their imagination, their creativity, allows for technology, and things like that. Because they will have to look some stuff up or think about it and be like, how would this work? And how would they do this? And then what can I build with my toys that I have at home? And what do I think it can do if I ever created it? And it allowed them to learn the writing process, practice the writing process, and do a lot of cool things with this. One thing I can do for my gifted students would be allowing them to create this huge, outlandish toy or thing that they wanted to create with it. I just think this is really good for them because it allows them to use their out-of-the-box thinking to figure out and use their creativity and imagination to figure out what they want to do. So I figure that's a way of not giving them extra work, but allowing them to just use their imagination and create these things that most people don't think of because it is outside the box. But they do have those minds and they're great. Another thing I can do is for my ELL learners. With this allows them to create stuff from their culture and think about the toys they have and what they use when they grow up and what they can create. And it allows us to see other cultures too, but also it's another writing prompt which can help them with writing and learning the way the English language is and how to write this and see the way it is, and then learning other grammar techniques with it, with alliteration and stuff, and using our descriptive words. For my special ed students, I think it'd be really good because, again, it does work with creativity and imagination. As well, it's for making predictions, for instance, it allows them to critically think about what they can come up with and what might happen, and to foreseeing the future and see what they think might happen. I think that's good for them because for those type of students, it is harder for critical thinking to happen and occur. But I really love this book. I think it is absolutely wonderful in the classroom. You can do lots of wonderful things with it other than just reading, but that's just one thing I definitely would use it for. you should really get the book and read it to your class and figure out what happens and use it however you would like. It is a really good book. But thank you for joining my book talk. Have a great day.